Want the best trading platform to maximize every dollar? In this showdown comparing Tradestation, Ninjatrader, Interactive Brokers, and Thinkorswim, we'll focus on the only two factors that make or break your returns: fees and features. Let's find out which platform truly deserves your money. And to really understand which platform delivers, I didn't just look at their marketing. I went straight to the user feedback, focusing on the negative reviews. Because if someone's frustrated enough to leave a 1-star rating, it's usually because they hit a wall that cost them money or time. With TradeStation, one frustrated user complained that after linking his wallet and trying to withdraw funds, he was suddenly told that he needed extra authorization. He said customer service was unhelpful and kept him going in circles. So I get why this would be frustrating. But in my experience, that kind of issue is also pretty usually rare and often tied to security procedures like 2FA. Most brokers put these hurdles in place to protect your funds. And with TradeStation's overall strong reputation, I'd say this was more of a one-off complaint than a deal breaker, because the overwhelming majority of reviews tell a completely different story. One reviewer said that TradeStation makes the trading journey simple and hassle-free for both beginners and experienced traders. Another trader even called it one of the best platforms for trading US stocks, praising its all-in-one flexibility and ability to customize strategies. Now, NinjaTrader isn't perfect either, and it has its own complaints and reviewers. One trader said that he placed a tiny gold trade, just 1 cent, and within seconds got hit with a $50 margin requirement. So that would make anyone raise an eyebrow. But again, margin rules can be tricky, especially with futures. It's possible he misunderstood the leverage requirements or didn't have the funds. And if you look at the big picture, NinjaTrader consistently gets praised for its tools. One user said that he's been using it for a year to learn futures, and the demo trading really helped him finally break even. Another trader highlighted how solid the tools and automated strategies are, calling it a great broker for serious traders. That kind of feedback makes the earlier complaint sound more like a rare exception instead of a recurring real issue. Now, when we turn to interactive brokers, the ratings drop. One user blasted the app and website for being difficult to use, constantly logging him out and forcing him to deal with a terrible chatbot. He flat out recommended avoiding the broker. And honestly, I get it. IBKR has a steep learning curve. It's not built for simplicity. But some traders actually like that complexity because it comes with global market access and ultra low commissions. For the right kind of investor, someone managing a big, diverse portfolio, IBKR can be a powerhouse. Thinkorswim has its own issues. One longtime user said that it was great when TD Ameritrade owned it, but since Schwab took over, it's been a mess. He complained about login issues, delays in fund availability, and tighter restrictions. And what's funny is that he even said that he'd never use it for active trading again. And to be honest, that's what I've been hearing more often since the Schwab transition from a bunch of reviews. So I hope they improve over time. But to be fair, Thinkorswim still shines for beginners. Its chart studies and paper trading tools are great for learning, and some users stick with that for a reason. The problem is when you compare it directly to TradeStation or NinjaTrader, I don't think it really holds up for serious active traders. The tools aren't as deep, the execution isn't as fast, and it feels more like an educational platform than a professional grade trading engine. But beyond the reviews and looking at other people's opinions, I actually wanted to see which features will actually help you trade smarter. And I wanted to try that myself. Like for me, it's which platform gives you an edge without overcomplicating things. What tools can you use to make more money in the long run? TradeStation immediately stands out with its focus on trader safety and reliability. One of the biggest fears traders have is my money really safe? And with TradeStation, the answer is yes. They don't mess around with proprietary trading on client funds. They're fully regulated in the US, owned by Monex Group out of Japan, and they're held to strict standards. So to me, that says your money isn't just protected, it's treated like priority number one in these kinds of banks. Then there's the strategy optimization. So this is where TradeStation really separates itself. You can backtest a strategy across years of data, then optimize inputs until you find the best performing version. I've personally used it to fine tune entry and exit rules, and the reports give you really a lot of confidence before putting up any real money on the line. It's like test driving a car at top speed before you actually buy it. Radar screen is another really gem of a tool. Like think of it like scanning hundreds of charts in real time, looking for the exact setup that you want to start with. So like each row is basically a live chart with indicators already applied. You can sort, rank, and set alerts all while the market's moving. I've caught opportunities that I never would have noticed manually here. It's one of those tools that you don't realize you need until you start using it. And then you basically realize that you can't trade without it. And let's not forget the market depth window. So this gives you a clear look at bid and ask activity in general so that you can see where the big players are sitting. Combine that with the ticker bar for real-time quotes and news, and you're never trading blind. It feels like you're sitting in the heartbeat of the market. Tradestation even opens up its own API, so if you're a developer, you can build custom tools or automate strategies directly into their system. That's not something that most brokers offer at this level. But NinjaTrader, on the other hand, it's built more for like futures and day traders who live and breathe charts, not necessarily using like APIs or stuff like that. Their TPO footprint charts lets you see exactly how much activity happened at each price level, so that's really useful. It's like peeling back the curtain and seeing where the market really cares and where it's adding up. The bar countdown feature is another small but powerful tool. It tells you exactly how much time is left in the current candle so that you're never caught off guard. And their real-time margin and P&L reports keep you fully aware of your account risk with every single trade. For anyone trading futures, those features are game changers. Now, compare that to interactive brokers. Yes, they have global access and low commissions, but the platform is pretty overwhelming. It feels like it was built by engineers for engineers, not traders. Unless you enjoy complexity, it kind of slows you down. And Thinkorswim, sure, it has great education and paper trading, but when you stack it against TradeStation and NinjaTrader, it's just not built for serious execution. I don't think it's more like practice wheels compared to a high performance machine. So between features and reviews, it's clear that if you're serious about trading, TradeStation and NinjaTrader are the platforms that give you the edge. But they're not perfect. TradeStation does have a learning curve. The setup and customization can feel heavy at first, but honestly, that's just the price of power now, right? Once you get past the setup, though, the system works seamlessly. And NinjaTrader, like some people say that its interface feels dated, but to me, it's not just about being pretty and a certain aesthetic. It's about being effective, right? And long lasting. And every tool you actually need is right there. And when it comes to pricing, TradeStation and NinjaTrader are both positioned really smartly. They're not free, but they're not outrageous either. And in my experience, the cost feels justified by the edge you get. Check the links in the description of this video for their most up-to-date pricing plans, their discounts, and any promo deals. We try to keep them updated so that you can grab the best deal available. But ultimately, if you're a serious trader who values precision tools, direct market access, and reliability, I think TradeStation and NinjaTrader are the way to go. Click the links in the description to explore both platforms and secure the best available offers right now.